There's more to being a teacher than just conveying knowledge. What is that something more? Maybe it's the ability to bring knowledge to life in a way that makes it accessible for young minds. Or perhaps it's the ability to pass along an unquenchable longing for lifelong learning. We could discuss and debate endlessly, but the truth is, we all know it when we see it. We all know when we see this something else alive in a great teacher. There is more to being a soccer coach than just teaching players how to kick a ball. Great coaches help their players develop a sense of team and teach them to play for each other rather than for themselves. There's more to being a surgeon than just cutting out tumors. A doctor's bedside manner puts the patient at ease and gives her confidence that she is in good hands. And there is more to being a Catholic school teacher. Catholic educators are more than just teachers. For Catholic school teachers, teaching is more than just a job or a career or a paycheck. It's a calling, a vocation, a ministry. Ministry comes from the Greek word diakonia, which means to serve. From early Christian times, to take part in ministry has meant to carry on God's work in the world. Ministry is above all a privilege. To work side by side with God, to work hand in hand with God, to help bring about God's plan for a person or a community or the world. There's a famous poem entitled "Christ Has No Body" by Teresa of Avila that captures the essence of ministry. Christ has no body but yours, no hands, no feet on earth but yours. Yours are the eyes with which he looks, compassion on this world. Yours are the feet with which he walks to do good. Yours are the hands with which he blesses all the world. Yours are the hands, yours are the feet, yours are the eyes, yours are his body. Christ has no body now but yours, no hands, no feet on earth but yours. Yours are the eyes with which he looks, compassion on this world. Christ has no body now on earth but yours. Ministry requires that we surrender so that God can use us in powerful ways. And so it is that ministry begins with humility. For we cannot pursue God's agenda if we are too busy pursuing our own. If we are willing to surrender and to serve God by serving others in ministry, we will see miracles. We won't literally see the lame walk and the blind see, but metaphorically, we will see these things and much greater things. The life of a teacher is a life of sacrifice, but those sacrifices give birth to everyday miracles. Every ministry seeks to win, build, and send. God wants to win each and every person. He pursues us with truth, beauty, and goodness. Some people are won by truth. They read Aquinas' Summa and they are won. Others are won by beauty. They gaze up at the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel or see their first child born and they are won. Others still are won by goodness. They watch a documentary of Mother Teresa working with the poorest of the poor and they are won. Each person has to be won for Jesus and his church. The teaching ministry plays a critical role in winning young hearts and minds for God. Once a person has been won by and for God, they have to be built. During this building stage, we learn about ourselves and the world, and we learn about the beauty of virtue and the insidiousness of vice. And the ministry of teaching plays a powerful role in helping build the hearts, minds, and souls of these young people. Finally, having been won and built, we are ready to be sent out into the world on mission. A teacher may prepare a student for a career or even for life, but a Catholic school teacher prepares a student for mission. You see, we were made for mission. We simply cannot be fulfilled unless we are pursuing our God-given mission. And to rob young people of this perspective is one of the great tragedies of our times. All schools share knowledge. Some of that knowledge is true, and some of it is false. Catholic schools have a higher calling to share knowledge that is true, but also to help each student to grow in virtue. It is very difficult to help other people grow in virtue if we are not striving to live virtuous lives ourselves. This is the great difference between simply being a teacher and teaching in a Catholic school. As Catholic school teachers, we are called to strive to live a life of goodness and virtue. When we don't, it impacts our ability to do our job, which in turn diminishes the school's ability to fulfill its mission. Ralph Waldo Emerson famously said, "What you do speaks so loudly, I cannot hear what you say." Being a teacher is exhausting, and one of the reasons is because students are always watching their teachers. Inside and outside the classroom, students have hawk-like observance of their teachers. Ministry is exhausting because it is so much more than just a job. When I was young, my mother used to read to me The Giving Tree. The tree gave and gave and gave. The tree laid down its life for the little boy. This story is an enduring classic because it takes its theme from one of Jesus' essential messages. Each of us as Christians are called to lay down our lives for others. This is especially true for a Catholic school teacher. It is also exhausting because the responsibilities are enormous. There are the daily and logistical responsibilities, there are the academic and spiritual responsibilities, and there is the responsibility of safety. But what gives me pause is Jesus' warning to teachers. If any of you put a stumbling block before one of these little ones who believe in me, it would be better for you if a great millstone were fastened around your neck and you were drowned in the depth of the sea. I often think of the Hippocratic Oath that a doctor takes. People usually quote the line, "First, do no harm." It's a popular misconception, but this line is not actually part of the oath. I wonder what an oath for a Catholic school teacher would contain. Perhaps the first line would be, "First, do no harm." Catholic teachers are called in a special way. The ministry of a Catholic school teacher is an incredible blessing, both for self and others. And all blessings need to be honored, protected, and nurtured. Hi, I'm Matthew Kelly. Thank you for watching. Every day we're releasing new videos and videos from the archives of the last 30 years. So click the button below and subscribe so that you can get notifications and be aware of all the great content that can have a powerful impact on your life.